Ladies and gentlemen, today we got everything that we need to know and everything that is coming within Season 5 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Basically, we got a trailer as well as a blog post going over all of the information and everything that you need to know. And as per usual, when that happens, I break it down for you and explain to you guys everything that you have to look forward to, or in some cases, not look forward to in the upcoming season. So that is exactly what this video is going to be. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So this is the blog post. Now, starting out, we're going to have a quick look at the roadmap, and to do which I kind of have to remove my camera so that you guys can see the whole thing. So starting off with Warzone, we have Urzikstan, we have Superstore Point of Interest. On top of that, we have Superstore Resurgence, so that's going to be a resurgence mode on a limited area. We have Rebirth Island Supreme Resurgence. We'll dive a little bit more into that in the upcoming blog post. We have Redeploy Drone Beacon, which is a field upgrade. We have the Bounty Contest public event, Elite Contracts, and Recon Flyover public event. Now, moving into multiplayer side of things, we have the Bait and Yard new 6v6 map, and then the cell-shaded ones, which are Cell Ship, Tune Oxide, Ink House, you didn't hear me wrong, my house, as well as an EMP grenade. As far as modes go, we have Slam Team Deathmatch, which is the WWE mode. We have Arcade, COD Warrior, Fish Infection, we'll come back to that, Paintball, and Defuse and Destroy. We also have the final story mission for Modern Warfare Zombies, as well as a new Dark Ether Rift and a new classified schematic, which we will dive into. Now, moving into weapons, we have the new assault rifle, which I believe is the STG, the static HV, which I believe is an SMG. We have the spear, which is a throwable spear, and the Torque 35, which is actually the crossbow. We have Black Cell with Valeria, Ray Ripley, which is a WWE person, and then Ivan as well playing into Makarov. As far as events go, we have Conquest, Echo Endo Live, Wildlife Most Wanted, and Emotional Overdrive, the latter two happening in season. We have the WWE event, which has Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio, which is pretty cool, and the WWE SummerSlam event. We also have new aftermarket parts, and then something new coming in season, which to me looks a little bit like Perseus, or maybe even a Perseus version of Makarov. I don't know. We'll dive more into that later on as well. Now, diving more into the blog post, we are going to dive in here. If you want to check out the trailer, I actually checked that out over on my second channel. It will be linked after the video. Now, moving into the Modern Warfare 3 side of things, we have the multiplayer maps. Two brand new core 6v6 maps. This is kind of like the cell-shaded mode, which we'll dive more into in a second. First off, we have Bait. So as far as Bait goes, it is a medium-sized 6v6 map. It honestly kind of looks smaller if you ask me, but a cool-looking, bright and vibrant map nonetheless. Then we also have Yard. This one is a small-sized map. You can see by the mini-map there, it's actually a very, very small map, but this one is indeed cell-shaded, as you are seeing here. Then we have our cell shaded versions of the maps, which first off we have the shipment version called Cell Ship. Honestly, these look pretty cool, pretty bright and vibrant. Then we have Tune Oxide, which is a night and cell shaded version of Rust, as well as Ink House, my house, and this one once again cell shaded. They are choosing all of the very, very small maps. You can kind of see why they're doing that. We also have our new game modes. So starting off, we have the arcade playlist. This one is going to feature 2 new strategic abilities and several exciting new power weapons. In addition, all arcade players will benefit from increased jump height and the ability to slam down on an enemy at target. The abilities that we have here are the ground slam, which allows you an AoE effect onto the ground, as well as a force field ability as well. As far as weapons goes, we have the sledgehammer, minigun, Morse sniper rifle, the TYR pistol, and the push dagger. So then we have the COD Warrior game mode. This one's interesting. Basically, you play in 3 teams of 2 with limited time events. So these are kind of mini games. We have Beat Up the Car, Breacher Brawl, which is breacher drones. You have Bullet Time, which actually gives you slow velocity weapons and you can avoid the enemy's shots. You have Shoot, which gives you the TYR pistol. We have the Don't Shoot, which this one you just aren't allowed to shoot. We have the Drone Warriors. This one gives you the Storm Enders as well as the bomb drones. We have Fragged, obviously this one's frag grenades, and the Hunt. This one allows you to play as a hunter or a runner. One of you has to escape, one of you has to kill. You have Knives, Meta Loadout, goes on and on and on. So each round is going to be something different. Then we have the mid-season. So first off, we have Fish Infection, where you can only use the compound bow and the throwing spear. We also have Paintball. We know what that one is. And then Defuse and Destroy, which is a twist on Search and Destroy. The difference between this in Search and Destroy is you start the game with a bomb already planted, so a faster version of Search and Destroy. We have the multiplayer ranked update, which comes every single season. I'm not going to dive too far into that one. We have the new tactical, which is the EMP grenade. That one is pretty straightforward. And then we dive into zombies. So first off, we have the final story mission. I'm going to be excited to checking that out, but that comes in the mid-season update. So in other words, not right at launch. We have another Dark Ether Rift, which of course will have an Easter egg as well. And then we have our new schematics. So we have the Disciple Bottle, as well as the Grenade Bandolier, as well as the Stash Increase. So some of these are really powerful. One of them increases your stash size to 30, pretty powerful. We have the Disciple Bottle, spawn a friendly disciple to wreak havoc against your foes, and the Grenade Bandolier, replenish your lethal and tactical equipment over time, allowing you to regular bombard enemies. Now, moving into Warzone, we first of all have our new POI. This is Superstore once again returning. And as you can tell by the look of it, it is very, very similar to the Superstore that we saw on Verdansk. It does have a zip line going through it, which will be pretty interesting. But of course, everyone's favorite drop spot back in Verdansk is once again. Now, Warzone modes, features, and public events. So starting out, we have Supreme Resurgence. So Supreme Resurgence is back. In this mode of Rebirth Island is filled with exceptional ground loot. This includes powerful meta-inspired weapon blueprints with cool camos. There are a premium price for loadouts, so obtaining these weapons is recommended. Experience these and other changes to the Resurgence formula. So basically, you are promoted to just use ground loot, but ground loot is better, essentially is the way that it works. We have a new public event, which is a bounty contest. Basically, when one of these events happens, every single group is given a bounty on an enemy team. Pretty straightforward on that. There is a new feature, which is a field upgrade called a redeploy beacon. Basically, it seems like what this will do is you throw it down and your entire squad will essentially teleport to that beacon. We also have elite contracts. This is coming mid-season. This is where you can earn a variety of different rewards, including the Foresight kill streak, multiple redacted weapons, specialist perk package, and advanced UAV. So we just a little bit more incentivized to do these. We also have the Recon Flyover. This is a public event, and basically this one is going to give you an advanced UAV. And again, we also have our Warzone ranked update coming in as well. So then we have the connected content. This goes through Modern Warfare 3, Zombies, Warzone, everything like that. So first off, we have weapons. We have the static HV submachine gun. As you can see, this is what it looks like here. It's going to be in the battle pass. We also have this one here, the STG or the STG-44. This one is an assault rifle, everyone's fan favorite. There are 21 levels on this weapon and it's in sector 19. We also have the spear melee weapon. I believe you can also throw this, but as you can see, it is a melee weapon as well as the Torque 35. This is coming at mid-season, and of course, this is the crossbow. As well as this, we have 6 new aftermarket parts. I'm not going to go through all of these, but as you can see, one of them is a blunderbuss, which is pretty cool. We also have Black Cell coming. We will go over that once the actual battle pass comes out. But as you can see here, this is what it's going to look like. You can have the classified event there in the middle. You have Valyria as the day 1 unlock, things along those lines. As far as the new operators go, we have Valyria. This one is an interesting one. I'm waiting to see when this season actually takes place. We have Mommy, aka Rhea Ripley, obviously the wrestling character there. And then we have Ivan. Ivan, if you don't know this, he served under Makarov and led the mission to break him out of the prison. So obviously a lot to do with the story there. I'm looking forward to finding out that more, as well as Reckoner, as you're seeing here. We also have our new store offerings. So we have the we have Cody Rhodes, as you are seeing here. That's his bundle, as well as Rey Mysterio. I have to say that one is pretty good. We have the Cells Shaded Task Force 141 bundle. We have the Underboss, as you are seeing here, as well as other incoming bundles as well. This one looking a lot like Spectre. I do have to say that. I don't know whether it is, but that is looking a lot like Spectre. It's called Black Hole. We're going to have to take a deeper look at that one when it comes out. We, of course, have our more levels, which they add with every single season. We have our Weapon Prestige camo, as you are seeing here. This one is called Mercury. This is dumb, but it's just an additional 250,000 XP. I think those challenges are dumb. They're just way too much XP. And then we have our events. So from July 31st to August 7th, we have the WWE SummerSlam. From the 7th to the 14th, we have the Conquest. From the 14th to the 21st, we have Echo Endo. From the 4th to the 12th, you may be wondering why that skip actually takes place. That's, of course, for Call of Duty Next, but that is the Wildlife. And then finally, from the 12th to the 18th, that's the Emotional Overdrive. So From there, that's essentially what everything you need to know about Season 5, everything that is going on with that. It seems like a pretty jam-packed season, and of course we have Call of Duty next, the reveal of Black Ops 6, and everything like that going on in between as well. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, you found it informative, always appreciate it if you hit that like button, subscribe, notifications, all of that kind of jazz. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but